Good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update. It's a whole crazy weather pattern this week, up and down. We have some snow and sleet in the northern and western parts of the state right now. I'll show that to you on radar. We have 80-degree temperatures, or 80, not 80s, but 80-degree temperatures on tap for tomorrow. And we have what I call backdoor cold fronts that you have to keep a winter coat handy in your car, just in case things sneak up on you. So let's get to it, and thank you to Lush Lawn for bringing us the MLive morning weather update. So this is a warm front moving through, but right now the warm front is producing some sleet and snow. There's Kay Lynn reporting snowing in Auburn right now. Thank you. So this is the warm front moving through, and it'll bring us cloudiness and a burst of snow, sleet, rain showers. Here it is on the radar, and you could see moving mostly through the northern, let's call it the northern half of Lower Michigan, from Midland, Bay City, Auburn, northward through Houghton Lake and through Cadillac area, Clare, up to Traverse City. Now, southern sections, south of Saginaw, there's a little extension coming through Lansing. That could be snow or sleet, or it could be a rain shower too. Not a big burst of precipitation, but certainly we don't want to see any snow at this time of the year, right? Okay, so let's show you what's going to happen as far as the radar forecast goes. And not a real, what I call, clean pattern, in that I could say, hey, here comes the rain at this time at your house, and then it moves out at this time. It's more of a showery, kind of muddled pattern. Brian Swy says white in Fife Lake at the moment. That's near Traverse City and Cadillac. Hey, good morning, Mike Van Norman from Tawas. Tanisha Hullum, you could have a rain shower, maybe a snow shower this morning, but more likely a rain shower. So this is the radar forecast at noon, showing rain in northern Lower Michigan, snow in the UP, mixture in the UP. Southern half, just some clouds, maybe a spurt of a rain shower. Now we're to 6 o'clock this evening, and the showers start to inch a little south, but not, again, still not numerous. So call it a shower or two at any spot in Lower Michigan, including Detroit, Ann Arbor, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, any spot in the evening hours. This is overnight, and then tomorrow does look like it should be mostly dry until late afternoon or evening, when some thunderstorms could develop along a cold front that will be kind of draped across the area. That's why I'm watching for what I call the backdoor cold front. That's when a cold front silently sneaks through, the winds turn to the north-northeast, and a cold wave of air comes down Lake Huron and moves generally into the eastern part of the state. You can get it on the western part of the state too, on a northwest wind, but in this pattern, it's more typical of northeast winds. So then all of a sudden, Bay City, Saginaw, Midland, you might be 70, 75 degrees. You could plunge to 45 or 50 in an hour, and then eventually that can make it to Ann Arbor and the Detroit area. All right, the rest of the week. So here we go. Here's our warm front shifting north, and we're in the warm sector tomorrow. And then the cold front inches southward. We get into a showery pattern on Wednesday. We get on the north side of that front. That's when we can get a subtle northeast wind. Wouldn't necessarily bring cold air, except for the fact that Lake Huron is still 37 to 42 degree water surface temperatures, and that's where the cold air comes. And we're hoping for a decent rain this week, because it is parched, folks. It really is. We need the rain. And so we're looking at, this is Thursday afternoon, as the main cold front comes through. Good chance of showers and thunderstorms. And are we done with frost? I don't think so. We still have two chances, it looks like, in the next 10 days. This is Friday chill, and Saturday morning could be a touch frosty. And then another weather system by early next week. The cold air is not as cold up to the north, but it's still poised there. It's still across the UP. It's still in southern Canada. So you just need a northerly wind for 12 hours, and it pulls that down in. So I don't want to portray the image that we're going to continue to be cold and wintry. We will be up and down, I guess, is what I want to tell you. And the farther north you are in Michigan, the more up and down you will be, because you could get into the cold air easier. As far as precipitation, in the next 24 hours, it looks fairly light, a couple of tenths in the northern half. And then as that cold front gets draped across lower Michigan, and we could get some thunderstorms, we get some better rains. Not so much in the south. Look at Ann Arbor, Detroit, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Jackson, Lansing. You might be through Wednesday looking at just, hopefully some rainfall. Pamela Todorov, what happened to that warm southwest wind? It's coming for tomorrow. Let's get to that so you don't get too bummed out. Here's today's high temperatures, and you can see what a difference across the state. Near 70 in Benton Harbor, St. Joe, to only 38 in Alpena. Tomorrow, 75 to 80 is going to be a very common temperature from Houghton Lake southward, most of the entire lower peninsula. Harriet Cutler, no wonder why arthritis is kicking up. Now, Wednesday would show you how this happens with the backdoor cold front. You see how the Saginaw, Bay City, Midland area, the thumb, highs in the upper 50s. These are highs. So that means as that cold air comes in, you can drop into the 40s in the afternoon. You can say, what happened? While you get south of that wind shift line, and Flint could be in the upper 60s. Ann Arbor, Detroit could be 70. And then it oozes southward, and we cool a touch again into the 50s. 50s for Friday and Saturday, and Sunday back to the 60s. And then as the front lifts northward, we get back to 80 degrees. So the point being is a huge temperature gradient will be spread just across Michigan, and we're going to have to take it day by day. And even if you work outside, we'll take it 6 to 12 hours at a time in trying to forecast when that northeast wind could kick in, when it dies, turns back to a southwest wind. So it is really going to be an up and down pattern. Frost, still possible, maybe towards Saturday. So here's tomorrow morning. No frost in most of lower Michigan. And this is Wednesday morning, starting off with temperatures in the lower 60s. So Wednesday morning will actually almost feel a touch like early June, something like that. Thursday morning, from 40s to near 60 in the south. And Friday morning, lows in the 40s. Then Saturday morning, lows in the 30s. Maybe some frost in northern lower, maybe as far south as Big Rapids. Sunday morning, maybe some frost in the eastern part of the thumb. And then go back into a warming trend with some mornings like next Tuesday with low temperatures in the 60s. So I guess the point I have to get across to you is that at the moment, it looks highly variable on temperatures. If you didn't like yesterday, it'll probably be different today, and it'll be different tomorrow. The one thing we can tell you is that tomorrow looks like a very warm, very spring-like day in the 70s to near 80 degrees. Yes, Brenda Landon sums it up perfectly. It's snowing right now and 80 tomorrow. And that is true. Don't believe these lies. It's Michigan. Yeah, I was almost going to post on Facebook. I was going to post Michigan spring, the fallacy. It really isn't. It's not a real comfortable spring all the time. So we're up and down. Jill Owens, any thunderstorms? Yes, with temperatures 75 to 80 and a cold front coming through, it does look like we could have thunder showers. It doesn't appear to be any sort of severe weather outbreak. We'll watch Thursday, as that's a more potent cold front and have to be warm to do it. So we'll keep an eye on that. There you have it. Sorry, I'm the bearer of some good news and also some bad news in the weather. We need the rainfall. Looks like some of that is on the way. Not a sure bet everywhere as a big help to the dryness. Start watering your evergreens and your trees that you planted last year. I pride myself in not having anything die because I water it. I might be having my first couple of dead evergreens because I noticed just last week I looked at some arborvitaes that I planted last fall, and I watered them in the fall, I watered them in the winter, but I didn't in March and April, and it was so dry. And I looked and said, ooh, those look kind of like almost yellowing. Sometimes it's too late then. So I've been watering them, but they may have sustained damage, and they might not look good if they don't come out of it. There you have it. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Lush Lawn. Check them out if you need help with your yard. And if you need help with this weather, all I can do is tell you what I always tell you. Just keep waiting. I'm sorry. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Monday.